Hey everyone, we are from Group 5, Class N4AM1201C. My name is Nur Ain Amira binti Ahmad Shazrin.
Hi, my name is Akilah Humaira binti Muhammad Jani.
Hi, my name is Norin Shira binti Muhammad Din.
Hi, my name is Shahinda Dania binti Otaman.
In this group project, we will discuss 4 questions from Chapter 3 Compound Interest and Chapter 4 MAT.
For Part 8, Question 1A, Zaliha invests Rm 12,300 in an account that earns 13.5% interest compounded semi-annually. How long will it take for her investment to double in value? For this question, we are going to use the formula S equals to P bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of M times T, where we have to find the value of T. To break it down, S equals to 12,300 times 2, which is 24,600. P equals to 12,300, K equals to 0.135, and M equals to 2. For this solution, we have to use log 10 since we are finding the value of power. So first, we have 24,600 equals to 12,300 bracket 1 plus 0.135 over 2 to the power of 2 times T. Then, we bring 12,300 over to the left side, so it becomes 24,600. Then, we bring 12,300 over to the left side, so it becomes 24,600 divided by 12,300. After that, we solve it and get 2. Now, it's time to use log 10 on both sides and make 2t the subject, since we are finding the value of t. The answer would then be 2t equals to 10.6116. To get the value of t, we move to the right side, we move 2 to the right side, which then becomes 10.6116 divided by 2. Finally, the ultimate answer is 5.3 years. Part A, Question 1B1. Bazila invests 20,000 ringgit in an account that earns 7.5% interest compounded quarterly. Find the amount Bazila will receive at the end of 5 years. For this, we will use the formula S equals to P bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of M times T, where we are finding the value of S. S equals to 20,000, K equals to 0.075, M equals to 4, and T equals to 5. When we insert this into the formula, we get Rm 28,998 ringgit and 96 cents.
Last but not least, for Part A, Question B2, after 5 years, the bank increases the interest rate to 8% compounded quarterly. Find the amount in Bazila's account at the end of 7 years of investment. In this calculation, I'm going to use the formula S equal to P open bracket 1 plus K over M close bracket to the power of MT. Firstly, put the right amount as stated in the slides at the right place in the formula and calculate in the bracket first, which is open bracket 1 plus 0.08 over 4 close bracket to the power of 8. Then 28,998 ringgit and 96 cents. We times it with the end answer in the bracket, where will lead you to S equals to Rm 33,976 and 90 cents.
Next, for Part A, Question 2. 5 years ago, Ahmad deposited 15,000 ringgit into an account that earns 5% interest compounded monthly. Today, he plans to add RMY to the account. Find the value of Y if he wants to have 45,000 ringgit in the account 10 years from today. Firstly, we need to look for the 5 years ago future value. Use the formula S equal to P open bracket 1 plus K over M close bracket to the power of MT. First, we need to insert the right value in the right place in the formula. For the P, we're going to put 15,000 ringgit. For the in bracket 1 plus K, we're going to put 0.05 over M we're going to put 12 because it's compounded monthly, close bracket to the power of 60, where we get it from M times T, 12 times, which is 12 times 5. Firstly, we need to calculate the one in the bracket first, which is in open bracket 1 plus 0.05 over 12, close bracket to the power of 60, where we get 1.2835. Then, we time the 15,000 with 1.2835, where we get the future value as equal to 19,250 ringgit and 38 cents. Now, to look for the R and Y, we are going to use the same formula, but this time we are going to put S equal to 45,000. P, we're going to put the future value of 5 years ago that we just calculate. For the K and M amount is still the same with the recent value. But for T, we're going to put 10. After put the right amount in the right place in the formula, we're going to calculate the one in the bracket first, where we get 1.6470. Then, the 19,250 and 38 cents will be minus with 45,000, and you'll get 25,749 and 62 cents. The minus amount will be divided with 1.640, and you'll get 15,634 and 26 cents. Now, let's continue with question 2B. Zaliha invests 7,000 ringgit at an interest rate of 6.4% compounded monthly for the first 6 years and 6.0% compounded every 4 months for the next 4 years. Find the maturity value and the total interest earned by Zaliha at the end of her investment. Firstly, for the first 6 years, we're going to find the maturity value using the same formula like the past question. First, you need to calculate the one in the bracket first, that is open bracket 1 plus 0.064 over 12 close bracket to the power of 72, where you'll get 1.4666.
Then 7,000 times it with 1.4666 to get 10,266 ringgit and 20 cents. Then for the next 4 years, you need to use the same formula and put the P with 10,266 and 20 cents. Then you put the right amount like stated in the video and calculate the one in the bracket first, where you'll get 1.2682 and times it with 10,266 and 20 cents to get the maturity value 13,019 ringgit and 59 cents. Last but not least, to calculate the total interest earned, we need to use the formula I equal to S minus P. The S value will be the maturity value just now, which is 13,019 and 59 cents, and minus it with P, which is 7,000, and you'll get the interest that Zaliha earned is 6,019 ringgit and 59 cents.
Kenanga Bank offers a personal loan of 250,000 with an interest rate of 4.8% compounded monthly. The customer must pay back the loan through monthly payments for 25 years. For question A, find the monthly payments. It means that the question wants to find the how much the customer need to pay every month. So it means that we have to find the R. So we have to use the present value formula, which is A equals to R in bracket 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n over I close bracket. So in order to find the I, we have to take 0.048 over 12, and we get I equals to 0.004. For N, we take 12 times 25 because it is compounded monthly and duration is 25 years, so N equals to 300. As for A, we already know it is 250,000, so we substitute all the information in the formula, which is 250,000 equals to R in bracket 1 minus 1 plus 0.004 to the power of negative 300 over 0.004 close bracket. So we have to solve the one in bracket first, and we get 174 and 52. So in order to find the R, we have to take 250,000 divided by 174.52. So R equals to RM 1,432 and 50 cents. For question D, immediately after paying the 288 payment, the customer decided to settle the balance of the loan. Find the amount to be paid. So we have to find the remaining that the customer need to pay. In order to settle all the loan, we have to use the present value formula also, which is A equals to R in bracket 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n over I close bracket. So for R, we already get the answer in question A just now, which is 1,432 ringgit and 50 cents. And I is 0.004. But for N, we take 300 minus 288 because we want to settle the payment, the remaining time. So we have to minus 288. So N equals to 12. So we substitute all the information inside the formula. So A equals to 1,432 ringgit 50 cents in bracket 1 minus 1 plus 0.004 to the power of negative 12 over 0.004 close bracket. So we solve in the main bracket first, so we get 11.69375. And we times with the 1,432 and 50 cents, and we get A equals to RM 16,751 ringgit and 30 cents.
So let's go for questions 2 part B. Alicia borrowed RM 25,000 to buy a sofa set. She agreed to settle the loan in 24 monthly payments at 4.8% compounded monthly. So for these questions, the formula you have to use is A equals to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I minus N times I and close the bracket. So for A it's 25,000, for I is 0.048 times 12 because it is compounded monthly. So for the I is 0.004. Next is interest earned. So for the formula for interest earned is I equals to N times R minus A. So the final answer for interest that she earned is RM 1,269 cents ringgit point 68 cents. So for questions 2B, if she fails to pay the first 5 monthly payments, find the amount that she must pay on the 6th payment to settle the outstanding arrears. So the formula we have to use is S equals to R in bracket 1 plus I minus 1 times I and close the bracket. Then insert all the informations to the formula, and the final answer is RM 6,633 ringgit point 09 cents.